Again, Sports Talk, Damon Gang.
Yeah, we back, y'all.
Sports Talk with us.
So what we gonna talk about first, gang? We got all the game, man. Matter of fact, we're gonna break. Let's start with these NBA playoffs since that's front and center. Your Clippers, my Clippers.
Yo, Clippers.
Oh my goodness, those guys.
Yeah, those guys, they pulled it out of the fire looking like, man.
Well, I'm still not 100% comfortable though, but yeah, that was a hell of a.
That game 5 was special from old Pandemic P. Old Pandemic P. He still got a lot to prove. He got to still pull it through.
Agree,
you know, he still got to win the series. You know, because it don't look like they're gonna have Kawhi Leonard. But you know, that's.
But man, if they could fuck around and pull it off and get Kawhi back, man, I mean, I think that's the most dangerous team now, man. I mean, then they got over the hump, but the old can't get to the fourth round, the third round, and they got a lot of monkeys off their back if they can pull that one off.
I mean, they beat Luka and they took Luka 7 games again. They still got a problem with checking guys, man. What I can see, they got a problem with checking guys, man. You know, and Booker will give them all that they want next series with Chris Paul at the helm. But you know, there we go again. The injuries, the playoffs, and these injuries. Chris Paul out due to COVID. We don't know how long that's gonna be. You know, just injuries. You know, Denver. You know, in the MVP they had Jokic, but they didn't have his running mate Murray from last year when they was able to put the Clippers out. You know, and then you got
injuries definitely affect.
And then you got
Philly over there with Embiid.
Philly over there with Embiid. You know,
of course the Brooklyn brothers.
Yeah, them Brooklyn boys been littered with injuries. You know, I think that Giannis play that was borderline dirty to me. That play on Kyrie, yeah, that was borderline dirty, man.
I think so too. I think that guy actually took a shot at Kawhi's knee.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of little cheap shots.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen somebody take a shot at Donovan.
Yeah.
So I ain't tripping, but you know, at the same time, I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, I kind of agree with LeBron James a little bit, even though they do say the same guys seem to be getting hurt that always get hurt anyway.
But it seemed like, to me, it seemed like them guys who played deep into the finals last year, like deep into the playoffs, the final 4 teams, or it seemed like a gal for every one of their teams got hurt. Miami, none of them looked.
Both the final teams went out in the first round.
Yeah, both of the final because they was tired. That condensed schedule got to them, man. And that quick turnaround. I said that when they announced the schedule that they was coming back before this January. They was coming back by Christmas, basically. I was like, oh wow, it's gonna be some guys get hurt this year.
Chris Paul, okay. So I mean, with all this playoff underway and all these people getting injured, who do you think gonna survive this now? I mean, it's a whole different ballgame. Say everybody lose their star. Who has the role players that can win it all? Who got the best team?
I think Utah still got the best team.
I disagree.
Utah got the best team from top to bottom.
I don't think
as far as like how they built, I don't like how the Clippers built.
I can agree with that.
I don't like how they built.
But I still don't think Utah had the best team. I don't think Utah has a pretty good solid team. They fundamentally sound.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that right there, they don't. You know, you got to be tough.
They got a guy.
They have no toughness.
They got a guy though, man.
They will not beat the Clippers. Even though I don't have faith in Paul George, but I think the Clippers are a gritty enough team to beat that team. Because I still think Utah a bunch of punks.
So if Philly collapsed to Atlanta, is the Doc Rivers? Since he's been at the end of all these collapses, you know, going back to Orlando and T-Mac. I like Doc Rivers. I mean, I like Doc Rivers just like anybody else, but if you're wrong, I'm ripping you. If I see something there, I'm ripping you.
To win?
Orlando with T-Mac. Remember, they were up on the Pistons 3-1. T-Mac said it'd be nice to it's finally nice to make it to the second round. They never won another game. They put Tayshaun on them. And they never won another game, and Doc couldn't figure it out.
So he couldn't do it until they gave him the big 3 for real.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then he just kept collapsing.
I remember that now. You're right.
Yeah.
Boston wasn't shit until they really went and built the super team.
Exactly. They wouldn't have got a super team. Who wasn't going to win? You know, you got a good chance at winning. I
don't like to talk about Doc because he's like a father figure type of person out there.
I like Doc.
But Doc
but it's at your feet, Doc. I mean, I can't help that, Doc. The history
And
shows
you
it.
was the guy that said it's okay that Ben Simmons not taking shots instead of making his ass sit in that gym and take 100.
That's why I'm blaming Doc.
500 after practice.
That's exactly why I'm blaming Doc. That's exactly why he got to get a majority of the blame. You got a history of it. This ain't the first time you done collapsed, to a lesser team. You did it last year with the Clippers. You did it a couple years ago. You let Houston come back on the Clippers down 3-1 in the series. You got a history of it.
This game, man, he bringing up some shit on you.
Yeah, man. Doc Rivers. I like Doc Rivers. I don't want to seem like I'm bashing Doc Rivers here, but
yeah, because we're not gonna bash black people.
I'm not bashing them. I'm
we're
just telling the
gonna
truth.
bash white people too. Let's put it like that.
It's gonna go all around.
Stephen A. Smith shit on
Oh
this,
no. But I'm not afraid to call you out, even though I like you out. That's anybody who I talk about. If you feel like on this show I said something bad, they got a good team. That's why I feel like Doc should be able to take them to the next level. By him being a championship coach, I feel like he should be able to take them to the next level.
I think they can really. I mean, if they was their full potential, they could challenge Brooklyn. But anyway,
yeah,
I don't see them doing it now. But again, I hope Milwaukee don't fuck around and get in them finals, man. Because oh my God, that's gonna be the nastiest looking final. It's gonna be a lot of nasty games. But anyway,
I want to see Brooklyn
and the Clippers.
That'd be good.
Right there would
be good.
The sexiest finals y'all can come up with NBA.
I think Brooklyn and Brooklyn and Phoenix would be good too. You got people in their prime.
Brooklyn and Phoenix would be good.
That would be good. You see Chris Paul in his finals.
But you know what? I do believe. I said the Phoenix would not make the finals. I still believe that. But because I said if Denver and the Lakers lose, and they did, y'all know us, we said it.
Yeah.
I said the Clippers was coming out the West. Now, of course, I thought we was gonna have a Kawhi Leonard out there. But I'm gonna still stick by what I said. But I can also see the NBA handing Chris Paul the ring. I mean, I've been a Chris Paul fan all over to his last years with the Clippers, man, because I feel like he was.
They say Chris Paul a company man. I heard that about Chris Paul. They say he a company man.
I could tell he is.
Say that's what rub a lot of players who play with him the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
I could tell.
Chris Paul a company man.
Yeah, so
that's what they say. I don't know for sure, but that's what.
Give me my pinky shirt, huh?
Yeah, you're a company man. That's what they say. But he's a good leader, though. I like.
He's an excellent leader. I've been a fan of Chris Paul since he was in the
I ain't bashing Chris Paul. He's a great leader. A great man.
Speaking of Chris Paul, should he have been the MVP?
No.
If I did say Joker should be the MVP.
Joker would. They got the MVP right. He played all the games. He had the stats to go with all the games. So they got the MVP right this year. Even though it's better players out there than Joker. Joel Embiid is better than Joker, I feel. I mean, LeBron James, if he wouldn't have got hurt, probably would have been up there. I mean, Kevin Durant, if he wouldn't have got hurt. Or James Harden had a stretch of about a month where he was just tearing the league up. So, it was a couple guys that's better players than Jokic, but it's just like the playoffs, injuries.
I like Chris Paul's honorable mention. He definitely.
Yeah, Chris Paul played a good.
Bringing that team
I mean, anytime you take a team that.
With Oklahoma last year.
Yeah. He the difference in winning. Clearly, they got basically the same team and Chris Paul and Jay Crowder from last year. And now they was the number 2 seed in the West. Yeah, that's Chris Paul. Yeah, I don't think Jay Crowder did much to turn it around. I mean, he'll keep glue guy, don't get me wrong, he can't do nothing without a veteran. But Chris Paul is the straw that stirred the drink, so to speak, over there in Phoenix. He opened up the offense for D-Book. He bring D-Book off the ball, and D-Book could run around and light folks up.
Yeah, I understand that. I kind of like Phoenix team, that young team. I still think they're a year or so off.
I do too. But the way these injuries played out, they could get there a year early.
Yeah, I think so.
They could. It could happen. It could open up for them.
It could open up.
Just like Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Who say Atlanta can't come out the East? The way these injuries working out, they could. Trae Young, he looking like one of the better players left in the East. If you say Brooklyn go out, Trae Young, and they beat Philly, Trae Young might be the most explosive player out of that series.
Yeah. He's definitely the most explosive player. He's been the most entertaining for sure.
He'd be the one that I'm scared of.
I'm not scared of Trae Young yet. I think Philly gonna win tonight, and I think they're gonna win the game 7. I think they're gonna survive a scare, and it's gonna make them look real serious at Ben Simmons' ass.
Oh, they got to break that up.
It is time.
It's time to break that up.
Embiid need a real point guard like a Dame Dollar.
Yeah, he needs
Speaking of Dame Dollar.
Oh, we.
Nah. Give me your first team NBA.
Gotta throw Jokic up in there. Giannis. Small forward. I guess you could put Kawhi. They got it right. Luka and Steph.
Luka over Dame Dollar?
Yeah, Luka over Dame Dollar.
No.
Luka better than Dame Dollar.
No, he not.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Luka better than him.
Comment section.
Comment section.
Did you
get in
hear
there?
this shit?
Luka right now is better than Dame Dollar. Cause Dame
First
Dollar
disagree.
took them guys with that weak ass team in Porzingis as your number 2, giving you 8 points. Could Dame Dollar had took the Clippers to
Dallas
7?
got a system.
But still, them niggas wasn't doing shit.
I believe Portland could have
He
beat
is
the
the
Clippers.
system.
Portland could have beat the Clippers because they couldn't stop dynamic players. Portland is deep enough to beat the Clippers, and they physical enough. The only reason why Dallas lost to the Clippers is because they wasn't physical enough and mentally as tough as the Clippers in the end. Luka was wearing Kawhi ass out. That's the reason why he hurt now. He got wore on that last series because he wore
both of their ass out.
both of their ass out.
That boy bad, man.
Oh, he the truth. But I still don't think he should have been the first team over Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar is a fucking killer, man.
So Dame,
And he liked killers. He's a Kobe and a
love
Westbrook fan.
I love killers.
And it took me a long
I love
time to
Dame.
get on the Dame Dollar bandwagon.
Dame,
That motherfucker
You a bad
had
boy.
me scared. When I betting against this nigga, man, I be like, man, oh my God.
yeah, Dame Dollar is a
Stop
bad
this
boy.
mother.
He's a bad boy,
Shit,
man.
this different game, he had me scared.
You know, but
Fucking overtime,
right now,
man.
if you tell me, hey man, you know, and he clutch, he everything that you
That's
want.
what I'm saying.
He clutch.
So that
he,
right there,
you know,
puts
I ain't bashing Dame now.
Dame Dollar's with the wrong team. He playing with a bunch of injury motherfuckers.
Yeah, he
half
is.
air, and I know he's starting to get frustrated. Even
He
McCullough
is.
ass
You
always
seen
get
his,
into
did you see his tweet after they lost?
What he say?
He quoted the Nipsey lyric. You know, how
Before he
long
even
must I stay loyal to, you know, basically to this shit pay off? How long I gotta stay here in Portland, basically, and shit till y'all get me a nigga? Get
That's
me
all he
somebody.
missing. That's all he missing, man. That
Yeah,
boy, he don't have.
You gotta
no
think
help.
about it.
Man,
In
he
Portland,
don't
they
have
never gonna be able to get him nobody.
So it's time for him to go.
They never gonna be able to get
my
him
whole thing
nobody.
is, if you put Dame with the Knicks, or even that'd be a better team than Portland. You put Dame with Philly, that's an instant championship
Yeah.
contender.
I mean, you put Dame with a team with any
Man,
good
with
all-star.
Embiid, you get him with a big man like Embiid. Come on, man, can stretch the fucking.
Yeah, pound down low.
And Dame is gonna finish any game. The bottom line
Yeah,
is
Dame
the
gonna
man
be
is
the
a
finisher.
fucking finisher.
Yeah.
He's the best finisher in the league, folks. We know this, right?
You close.
Do you know this game?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that boy got more clutch shots in the past couple of years than anybody. Dame a bad boy. Like,
Yeah, that boy Dame is a killer, man.
Fire.
He is the killer in the league.
yeah, I'm scared of Dame with the ball in his hands and the shot clock running down. Ask Paul George.
So we're gonna change leagues right now. Okay,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, man,
Oh, that's some drama.
and that's my boy.
Yeah, I like Aaron Rodgers. The Green Bay Packers have done Aaron Rodgers a disservice in my mind.
And they known for doing that shit.
They have done that man's career a disservice. He shouldn't only have one ring at this point.
Well, he was patient enough to wait behind the great Brett Favre
Mm-hmm.
for what, 4 or 5 years?
4 years.
That shit crazy, man. To wait 4 years to get your chance.
He wasn't ready.
4 years? No, I disagree. I say by that second year, definitely the third year, he should have been out on the field. But my whole point is, whether he was ready or not,
I agree that third year.
he was very patient about shit. He wasn't rumbling on the sideline. He wasn't
Yup.
making a fool or none of
Yup.
this shit. Now, I myself was picked, 'cause I've been Aaron Rodgers been my favorite quarterback for a long time now. Okay, because I like his game, his swag, and all that shit.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
His
is a
moxie,
guy.
as they say.
He a guy. geek guy.
Yeah, he's a geek. Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
dude.
So, when they didn't let him go for it on 4th down, even though the
That
couple
was
previous
some
plays, I
bullshit.
think it was a blatant disrespect, and I knew this type of shit was going to be going on anyway.
Then they picked it.
Should you-
Man, that's
my
after.
question to you, gang, because everybody knows what's going on. They all know about the news. Should he leave the great Packer team organization? And if you think he should, where should he go?
I don't see him being to go nowhere. Where can he go? Where he can win?
I feel you. That's how I
Really?
feel. But come on, man, he's been disrespected like
He have been disrespected. They drafted his fucking replacement. After he went 13-3 into the NFC Championship game.
MVP, and didn't even let him go for it on 4th down against somebody you know
But
he's
not only
riding.
that, look at what it tell you though, man. After I go 13-3 and take us to the NFC Championship game, and we get ran over by San Fran in that game, ran over. What do you do in the first round? Do you draft me a defender to help stop our bleeding ass defense? No, I'm gonna go get your backup guy. I'm gonna go get your replacement. He ain't ready to play. He can't help the team. So what did he do? What did Aaron Rodgers do? Go 13-3 again and have an MVP season and shit. I mean that. And then, like you said, NFC Championship game at home, you don't let me go for it.
You let him go for it, man. I mean, that's your career guy. He's been your career guy. He's the man. He's been nothing.
You gotta die with him.
You gotta die with him.
You can't put it on your defense and say, all right, now go stop Tom Brady and get the ball back from him.
Because that gave him
He gonna
all the
ice that
confidence
game.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even trust this guy.
Yes,
all.
that's what it is. We don't trust you. That's all they say to me.
Right.
You know, we don't trust this guy.
Okay. Talk a little baseball, man. Look to your way. You been just talking about that hot guy.
That hot guy. Hey, Shohei Ohtani, outfielder for the Los Angeles Angels. Best player in baseball, hands down. It's not close. Anybody get in the comment section and argue with me. This guy, his stats are outstanding. He's hitting about 270 this year. Had 19 dingers. And he 5-1 on the mound with like a 2.7 ERA or something like that. Don't nobody else give you that type of. And he got like 10 stolen bases. I forgot.
Oh,
too.
wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He could steal you some bags.
Throwback player.
Yeah. He doing everything. Ain't nobody did this since Babe Ruth.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Money, power, and respect, northeast, southwest. We get love in every hood no less. Niggas running their mouth while we run the check. Yeah, being broke is a joke. And you a funny nigga. Yeah, anywhere in the world. Catch me posted with 100 niggas. Yeah, nah, I might be in my mind, but I ain't never out of money. Need to be where it's hot and it's sunny, nigga. Cause I ain't never tripping unless it's out